You've been in the gyms. I'm in all the gyms. I know who works.
You in all the gyms out here.
Say it again.
You in in Houston.
I mean, I travel, but see, I'm looking at it from a YouTuber, analyst, or whatever the fuck you want to call me point of view. You a former world champ. I wanna know who have you seen that works? Because maybe I think a guy's working and you think he bullshitting.
Yeah, I'll give you an example, and I picked up on this a little late, but I picked up on it maybe halfway through my career, maybe a little more than halfway through my career. So Keyshawn comes to the gym late. And I said, yo, I got to roll, but I just want to, chat for just a minute or whatever. And we had a little light conversation. And he said something. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I was trying to get somebody to come on the podcast. And I'm not going to say who it was, but they basically said, I'll do it in a week or I'll do it in 2 weeks. And I said, Keyshawn, what you got to understand is, your life doesn't, the boxing world, your boxing life doesn't end on fight night. I said, you got to keep going. Mm-hmm. I said, if you probably don't realize this, but after your fight, you're still fighting. You've got 2 more things to do right after that night happens. I said, you know what they are? He's like, nah. I said, you got media and you got rest and recovery. I said, you need to be hitting ice baths. You need to be doing salt baths. You need to be going into the saunas. You need to be doing things to stretching and getting massages, helping your body recover.
Absolutely.
I said, and then the other side of that is you need to be doing social media and doing some media runs.
Staying relevant.
Yeah. I said, everybody forgets about what you did on fight night, no matter how great it was. I said, so what? The boxing world's going to talk about it, but ESPN ain't going to talk about it. So what you got to do is go out there and do things on ESPN or do things on public or local stations and things like that to keep furthering everything that you do, So I don't know which fighters out there do rest and recovery. I'm pretty sure Terrence Crawford does. I'm pretty sure Errol Spence does.
What's rest and recovery to you, though?
So what I would do if I fought on Saturday night, I was straight cooling Sunday, straight cooling Monday, maybe. Sunday, nope. Sunday, I was getting home and I was doing the ice tub, especially if it was a 12-round fight, which most of my fights at the end, they were 12-round fights. I'm doing ice tubs. As soon as I got home.
How many hours?
I would do a 10-minute on Monday, then do a 10-minute do a 10-minute on Sunday, 10-minute on Monday, do a 10-minute on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, I'm on the bike, just getting my body back moving. You know what I mean? Because what we do is, and a lot of fighters don't know this, but you take your body to such a high level, and if in order to maintain, also while you're eating everything that you're eating, and you can't go out and run and all those different things, if you're shocking your body if you don't have any movement at all. You're shocking your body, and you're making your body think that, oh, I got to be in chill mode. I have to sit. I have to recover. So what you do is you just, like I would do, is bike. You can walk. You can do whatever you want to do. Jump rope. Some guys like the shadow box. Do those little things just to keep the body moving and in the place of working. And then it's not that much harder when you get back into a camp to get your body back going and all those different types of things. So I don't know, man. Like who works hard out here?
Devin Haney.
Devin. I mean, Shakur's done camp out here. He did this last one in Houston.
Jared Anderson.
I went to Houston and I've seen them in camp out here. Shakur, Jared, they're working.
Very hard.
Keyshawn is working.
Regis Progress.
Yeah, Regis. Boots. Oh my God, Boots is definitely working.
And everybody is different. But one thing I say, doesn't matter how long you were at the gym. What matters is what you do while you're there. So,
or how you do it, man.
And also how
like
you
I'm
do
seeing
it.
some of these dudes go through the motions, and I'm just like, now I know why it's tough in a 12 or a 10-round fight.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to so many different camps. Like, I'm not, like you said, everyone is different. So sparring, let's say 8 consecutive rounds, jumping out and hitting the bag for 4 or 6 rounds may not be the normal for everyone. But if I don't see you do that, I'm like, okay, mental note, he ain't do nothing after sparring.
Here's the funny thing. I didn't really jump rope much. Never hit the speed bag much, and I never hit the double end bag much. Those were 3 things that my dad just, even as a kid, he was like, nah, we don't need that. We going to the street and we running sprints. And after we run the sprint, we're going to hit the pads and you're going to throw 100 punches and then you're going to walk down and sprint again. You know what I mean? So there's things like if you don't, like guys, I swim. A lot of guys don't swim. But if you're training in altitude, that can replace the swimming that I do. You know what I mean? So you can offset and not everybody works the same way. You got guys who are going to go to the gym and say, every day I'm doing 25 rounds, no matter what it is, I'm making sure I get 25 rounds in. I'm going to the gym and I'm like, I'm not doing 25 rounds, but what do you want me to do? I'll do it at the best of my capabilities and then I'm ready to roll. But I had a mental thing and a physical thing where it was 90% the whole way from beginning of training to the end of training, you know? So everybody's not the same. And one more thing to your point, the guys that go through the motions, what happens is when you get in the ring on fight night, you haven't boiled your blood like that in the gym. Once your blood gets going in the ring and you have not taken your heart rate up to the level it's at, your body does not know how to respond.
Absolutely. If you're used to being in first gear, when it's time to hop into that high intensity third, you're not used to that.
I gotta ask, you spoke of Shakur, Jared, Keyshawn, Boots, they're all sparring 4-minute rounds. What do you think of that as a fighter?
It depends on what their 4 minutes look like. I saw, I didn't know he was doing 4-minute rounds.
30-second breaks.
Shakir. Yeah, I didn't know Shakir was doing 4-minute rounds, but he sparred at the pace that he fights at. And there's a lot of guys that will increase the minutes that they spar per round, but then decrease the activity that they're going to have in the actual fight.
That's why I don't like 4-minute rounds, because not everyone can be mentally disciplined like Shakur Stevenson. So hypothetically, myself, if I'm going to spar Shawn Porter for 4 minutes, I'm going to try and pace myself because you're a professional and you're better than me. And I'm sure their mind is on that because you know how good the person in front of you is.